the USF Dons have knocked off the Lumberjacks 76-58, joined here courtside by USF head coach Kyle Smith. And, Coach, you kind of wore him down. You know, it was a battle in the first half. It really was. A couple times you got out to a little bit of an edge, and, boy, the Lumberjacks would just keep coming at you. But in the second half, I felt that you kind of just were too much for them, and especially defensively after halftime. They had trouble finding a shot. Your thoughts on this victory?
I think you described it pretty accurately. I think the first, they got a lot of pride and they're used to winning. You could tell that if you're in the arena tonight. And we had a 6-point lead with a half minute to go in the first half, and we got a great look at 3. It could have gone up 9. And then they got the last possession, and we actually guarded it well, and the guy made a tough 3, and it's a 3-point game. So, you know, it was good for us. It was like our guys like, hey, these guys are used to winning. Let's see if we can dig in here and come out and guard in the second half, and we really did.
All right, we're waiting on the
final box
here so we can look at some of the numbers.
Thank you.
As Kyle Smith is along with us, you know, Coach, and you know, let's break down some of the numbers. You know, I felt, and really Jim, he's the expert here on our broadcast, but, you know, Jim Bravelli alluded to the fact that they really, in the first half, this Lumberjack team really focused a lot on Midland and Ferrari, and it left Jordan Rattino as kind of the forgotten guy, and he knocked down a 3 wide-open three-pointers, and he was ready here today.
Yeah, he always is. He's the unsung hero of this team, and I've been reading some leadership books, and it really, a lot of the leadership things really comment on what he does for us. He carries the water for this team. He guards the hardest guy, and he takes what the defense gives him. And I thought we really did a good job of dealing with their pressure, cutting back door. And when you pressure like that and they get in rotations, and you can't stay locked up on a guy. So George's used to just hard, you know, usually hard man-to-man, people just hanging on him. So. And he took advantage of it, and it really helps us out when he does that. You
talk about guarding the hardest guy. He guarded Bogues today. Bogues went 5 for 15 from the floor, 1 of 6 from beyond three-point range. The one three-pointer he made, he had 2 hands in his face, and somehow it went down. So you have to be proud of your defensive effort. And let's look at the numbers after halftime. Second half, Stephen F. Austin made only 10 of 28 from the floor. You really turned it up a notch defensively after halftime.
No, we were good. I'll tell you who else was really good late in the second half was Jimbo around the rim, guarding the rim, making a miss. I think he grabbed some rebounds there. He had 8 defensive boards. We kind of closed it out last 3 minutes just going zone, and he just kind of playing volleyball defensively back there and really bothering him and was tough on the glass.
You know, Charles Midland didn't shoot particularly well from beyond three-point range. You know, when he scored his 15th and 16th points on that layup at the end, I said on the broadcast, he had kind of a quiet 16 because it wasn't in spurts, but just over the course of the ball game, he just kind of keeps coming at you.
Yeah, I know. He's a good scorer. It's what he does. He's constantly putting pressure on. He's one of those guys as a coach. He had kind of a late basket. I think it was like a 1-on-4 situation. But it's like, go ahead. He's pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good. I'm just yelling wolf. So there's guys coming from behind. He just finds a way to get that thing up on the rim and up on the backboard and put it in. So, you know, it's good to see. He got down. I think we got a little down. We missed some open looks, and our body language a little. I said, man, we're gonna be. If that's our biggest problem, we're gonna be okay. Just keep guarding, and they did.
Yeah, you mentioned the missed open looks. Ferrari missed a couple open looks, but he kept coming at it. And a solid effort for Frankie in controlling your team. 14 points, 9 assists, 2 turnovers. I thought he did a great job of settling down your club against a team that plays some pretty tenacious defense out on the perimeter.
For sure. You know, we're going to see. I gave him, I said, this game, let's play a little like Loyola Marymount. And it's going to be relentless. There's going to be ebbs and flows, and you can't give into it. And there was a couple times I thought we got a couple bad possessions in that first half, and where we just let the pressure get to us a little bit. But we rebounded well second half. I thought we did a great job. I think the only time we really turned it over was Matt's offensive fouls.
Well, now tomorrow you get a very good team in Buffalo. You know, Buffalo won their game today. 96-77 over Milwaukee. They kind of wore down Milwaukee coming down the stretch in that ball game. Jeremy Harris had 21. Nick Perkins had 20, and C.J. Massenberg scored 16. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Massenberg was the guy that went for over 40 when they won on the road out West Virginia. So your team will be tested here tomorrow.
Without a doubt. But it's a great opportunity. It's kind of part of the reason that we want to play in it. It was to give us an opportunity for you know, if we play well, we got a chance to pick up compete. What do they call Quad 1 or whatever their ranked team? Regardless, they won the NCAA tournament game last year, at least one.
Yeah,
they're good.
They're a heck of a team.
They're really good.
They're a top 25 team, and it'll be a good challenge for your team tomorrow. Coach, I know you got duties in the post-game media session, so we'll let you get off to the writers here that are covering this tournament. Congratulations on the victory, and we'll see you out here tomorrow, and go Dons.
Thanks, Pat.